Seoul, South Korea, one of my personal favorite places in the world. If I would need to describe Seoul in one word, that one word would be convenience. It's super convenient in Seoul. In this video I'm gonna be talking about my personal experience with the focus on practical things. So at the end of watching this video, I think you are gonna be a huge step closer to making that decision. If Seoul could be the place for you for a longer stay. Let's start with an overview. What is Seoul? Seoul is the capital of South Korea, a big city, a very big city, a huge metropolitan area. So choose wisely where you will stay in the city. It matters. Next, it's a city that's very convenient. It's easy to get around, there is great public transportation and it's affordable. There are many parks in the city, there are many good walking options, hiking options. There are also mountains near this city. You can go on a proper mountain hike just outside the city center. And there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of nice cafes. I actually don't know if there are more cafes in Seoul or, for example, in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Both of these cities, they have a lot of good cafes. Different kind of cafes, funny cafes, interesting cafes, cute cafes, lots of cafes. If you like coffee and desserts, you will love Seoul. Second, is Seoul expensive? A very popular question about this mega city in South Korea, and I think I know where it's coming from. People know that Seoul and South Korea is a modern place, so they assume that it must be super expensive. The reality is, if you book in advance, it can also be very reasonable, very good. And even if you book at the last minute, in my opinion, prices in Seoul are very good. They are good for the value that you are getting. I'll go more into details in a moment. Where to stay in Seoul? I'll mention 3 areas. Let's start with the most affordable one. It's Bucheon. Yes, I know, Bucheon is a different city, but it's a part of Seoul metropolitan area, and being in Bucheon, thanks to the good public transportation system, you feel like you are in Seoul. You can get to the city center in 40 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on where you are going and depending on what train you take. It's affordable getting to the city center. I have myself stayed in Bucheon twice, and in Bucheon I would recommend you to stay somewhere close to the Bucheon City Hall station. This is the livelier part, this is the best part in my opinion. If you stay near the Bucheon station, which is a couple of kilometers away, it's a more kind of residential area. I have stayed there myself as well, but the Bucheon City Hall area is better. Next, I think a good area is somewhere near the river, but on this side, not on the city center side. Somewhere near, for example, Gangnam. More upper scale, maybe, but you can also find cheaper places. Overall, a huge area and a good area where to stay in Seoul. Next, I'll mention Hongdae, my favorite part in the more city center part of Seoul. Young, stylish people, nice, cute, interesting cafes, interesting shopping options. Just an overall nice place to be. This is where I would consider if I wanted to stay near the city center of Seoul. There are 2 popular areas recommended by many that I personally myself don't recommend. I wouldn't stay there. One is Myeongdong shopping street area, and I just generally don't like that area. I think it's too busy, too touristy, and you can find the same things also in many other places in the city. Yes, if you want everything in one place, it's probably a good place, but I don't recommend that place for long stays. Unless you stay somewhere closer to Seoul station, the main train station, that area, which is not that far away, that area I think is good. But on the shopping street, no, I think for a long stay, the downsides, they outweigh the benefits of such a lively area. And another area that I don't recommend for long stays is Itaewon. I just don't like that area. From all the places where I have been in Seoul and in the whole metropolitan area, this is probably my least favorite of them all. It was the only place that felt kinda unsafe and looked dirty. In this whole huge area, and Seoul metropolitan area is a huge area. From the airport you can go in a straight line for something like 70 kilometers and still be in that area. So it's a big area, and there's only this one place where I didn't feel like it's a good place. Number 4, everyday life in Seoul. Food, cafes, getting around, things to do, gyms if you're staying longer time. Everything is available, everything is convenient. Some things can be more expensive, some things can be cheaper. Everything is more or less of good quality. Good quality food, good quality supermarkets, convenience stores, they are everywhere. And if you are craving, for example, some snack at night, there is a high chance that you can get out of your building, walk for 5 minutes and find a shop, unattended shop with no one there, get what you want, pay for that thing and leave without seeing any other person. That's the reality of Seoul. It's super safe there. Accordingly, there are also these kind of shops, but there are also normal convenience stores where you can get anything at any hour of the day. Supermarkets, nice, amazing, you can get everything there. Transportation, I recommend you to stay somewhere near the metro. This, in my opinion, is the best mode of transportation for getting around, because distances in Seoul, they can be enormous. So you want to be closer to the fastest mode of transportation in the city. Gyms, many good gyms are available. If you are looking at monthly passes, they are very okay priced. Something like maybe 70 American dollars, maybe 100 American dollars in a very, very nice gym. If you are looking at single passes, single daily passes, they are somewhat more expensive. They are at around maybe 15 American dollars, maybe more. If you are looking for a place only for a single session, not cheap, but good. So yeah, and when it comes to things to do, like I said, lots of cafes, for those of you who are interested in that kind of entertainment, bars, restaurants, hiking options, parks, museums, nice cultural places, some historical places. There are lots of things to do in Seoul. You can easily spend many months there and not get bored. Food in Seoul. Food is good, but if you don't like Korean food, if you don't like spicy food, if you don't like those few most popular dishes that are most available in the city, you may be feeling like there is nothing much to choose from, because you see, in Seoul, local food is much more available than any other food. So yeah, it depends from you. I, for example, like Korean food. I like also Korean barbecue, so I feel great there. I also like the coffee shop scene, so I feel great there. But if you don't like that, you will rely on the supermarkets. Supermarkets, like I said, are good. Convenience stores, good. Lots of things that you can buy there. So yeah, so it's great, but if you like Korean food, if you like the local food that you can get there, otherwise it's okay, thanks to the supermarkets. Prices in Seoul. So the most important things: food, accommodation, transportation, getting around. Food. You are looking at something like 7 to 10 American dollars for a meal. Lots of options for that price in almost any part of the city and actually in almost any part of the country. Next, accommodation. In Bucheon, you are looking at something like maybe starting from 5, 6, 700 American dollars if you book in advance. You can find some small apartment for that price or maybe a hotel room. City center, you are looking at something more like maybe 1000 American dollars, maybe 1.2, maybe 1.5, depending on the kind of place you are looking for 1000. And if you book only maybe a month or two in advance, it may be a tiny place. If you want a bigger place, you will either pay more or you will book more in advance. But realistically, you are looking at something at least $1,000 a month if you are booking a place only for a month or two. When it comes to transportation, no surprises. I don't know how they do it, but in all major Asian cities where they have good public transportation, it's generally affordable. For 1 to 2 American dollars, mostly you can get to places. And the same is true also in Seoul. If you are going to be traveling longer distances, like for example from Incheon to Seoul, I don't recommend staying in Incheon. I mean Incheon, not Incheon. Don't stay, it's too far away. But from Bucheon to Seoul, it's very, very reasonable. Yeah, so the longer distance is more expensive, but still, for the quality that you are getting, I think public transportation in Seoul is a great value for money. You can also use the buses. Yeah, so there are options. Taxis, expensive, kinda expensive, but they are widely available if you need that. And you can pay with the bank card, which is amazing. I still remember that very first time in Seoul when we were traveling from Seoul airport at night to our hotel, which was not far away, and in Seoul that means something like 10 kilometers. That first night we spent in an area like 10 kilometers from the airport, and when we wanted to pay with cash to our taxi driver, he was like, yeah, maybe you have a bank card? Yes, we had a bank card and we paid with the bank card. They like bank cards, they like Apple Pay, no cash in Seoul preferably. One last thing when it comes to accommodation. You can find also nice places cheaper, but if you rent longer term or if you rent not from booking platforms but directly from those places. Number 7. Weather in Seoul. I know that for many it's gonna be a surprise, but Seoul has some very harsh weather in winter. It can get very cold, it can be very snowy in Seoul. So if you, like myself, like hot, warm weather, sunny weather, then the best time to travel to Seoul is late spring. Think like May. June is also good and nice, sunny, hot weather. Autumn, like September, good, but July and August can be very rainy. Can be raining like all day. And later autumn can be too cold for you. So a few months a year is the sunny and nice weather if you are looking for that. If you are fine also with cooler temperatures, or if you like cold temperatures, then many more options for you. That's it for this video. See you soon, maybe in Seoul. See ya!